Y el principal va a parar en New Orleans.
Just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, please remain seated at all times. Keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Supervise your children. If small children's feet don't touch the floor, they must be fully seated in the center of the bench away from the doorway or securely on an adult's lap. Next stop, New Orleans Square.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station, but to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there, literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails.
Alright, folks, coming into New Orleans Square Station. Your stop for Adventureland, Frontierland, New Orleans Square, and Critter Country attractions, including Splash Mountain, the many events of Winnie the Pooh, the Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Indiana Jones Adventure, the world famous Jungle Cruise, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Round, the Marsh Riverboat, sailing with Columbia, the Davy Crockett Canoe, and the raft on over Toontown for your island. Be sure to visit all the boats on the river and the island earlier in your day today because they do close just before sundown. If you're leaving us here, please remain seated for streaming football and please stop inside the station.
Morning, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We are ready to depart for our next stop, Toontown Depot. Please stay seated at this time, keeping your hands and arms, feet, and legs inside the train while it's moving. If you're traveling with a small passenger, make sure they're seated safely away from the right side opening of your train car, away from the edge of the bench, on the inside of your row. Please supervise your children, make sure they remain seated during the journey. Thanks.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Here, Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Just ahead is our next stop, Toontown Depot. It's going to be your stop for Mickey's Toontown and Fantasyland, including It's a Small World. Also, don't forget that we've got the first performance of Mickey and the Magical Map coming up at 12 o'clock. So very soon we'll be out for the show. Please remain seated and force delivery stops at the station.
What you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us...
Oh, look, just to the right of the train station, Mickey and the Magical Map has lots of space left. If you want to go see the show, you may want to get off the train now and find a spot. So wait for the train to stop. Thank you. The future.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future.
Tomorrowland is home to Space Mountain, Star Tours, Buzz Lightyear's astroblasters. You can catch the monorail here, and just below that is the Finding Nemo submarine voyage. Make sure you stay in your seat until the train stops. Thank you.
Feet does not touch the floor. We do kindly ask to please seat them away from the vehicle opening. Our next stop is going to be Main Street. On our way there, we're going to take a slight detour through the Grand Canyon and travel back in time to the Primeval world. You're welcome to take as many pictures as you like, but please no flash photography or video lighting of any kind in the tunnel up ahead. Thank you.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back and ride with us again.
Please remain seated until the train makes a full stop here in the station. Thanks.
We'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.